Mission: Impossible 8, director gets candid about Dead Reckoning's disappointing box office. Christopher McQuarrie and Tom Cruise have made it their mission to deliver the best thrill rides in cinema with the Mission: Impossible franchise. However, 2023's Mission: Impossible Dead Reckoning proved to be a disappointment in many ways despite delivering what any other franchise would consider a reasonable box office result. As the pair prepare to bring Mission: Impossible, the final reckoning to cinemas this summer, the filmmaker has addressed the lackluster response to its predecessor, something which led to a complete overhaul of the new movie. Dead Reckoning was released after a long production that was hindered by many issues, including the fallout of the COVID pandemic, which saw its budget soar to over $300 million, making it unlikely to pull in a huge profit. Thrown up against several other blockbuster movies, the action thriller was able to hold its own well enough to not be a complete flop, but fell a long way short of expectations. According to McQuarrie, the failure of Dead Reckoning to completely stick its landing shaped the approach he and Cruise took on the sequel. He told Empire magazines, "The Mission: Impossible franchise seemed to be a guaranteed cash cow following the $1 billion box office of Fallout, but the changing habits of cinema-goers can never really be predicted, and like many other blockbuster motives of the last few years, Mission: Impossible Dead Reckoning faced an inexplicable uphill struggle to fill seats. As he focuses on the 8th chapter, McQuarrie knows that there is a lot riding on the release of the movie, and with Cruise's relentless need to tackle gravity-defying leaps, literally, this year's release could redeem the failings of its predecessor. Box office disappointments sting, but coming out of the other side with a big win can very quickly make people forget past misdemeanors. There is still no clear answer about whether this will be Cruise's last Mission: Impossible movie. Originally, Dead Reckoning and its sequel were billed as a two-part end to the franchise, but that evolved over time. The final reckoning certainly sounds pretty final, but there have been many movies with the subtitle of The Final Chapter that have turned out to be anything but, so read into that what you will. Essentially, if The Final Reckoning proves to be a huge money spinner, then we may not have seen the last of Ethan Hunt just yet.